Shalom, Israel, YouTube and Facebook.
Around me, no. I need love and joy all the time.
Get rid of them stumbling blocks, Israel.
No dramas.
No dramas, family.
Oh, I don't need no dramas.
No drama, family.
No stumbling blocks around me.
I don't need no stumbling blocks around me. I'm about joy and love. All praises to the Most High, man. Get rid of those stumbling blocks, Israel.
Yes, I command evil and wickedness
to flee.
Evil and wickedness
to flee from me. Shalom, brother. All praises to the Most High, man. Glad you're chiming in, man. All praises to you brothers that be chiming in, you brothers and sisters, man.
Shalom, 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 family.
And when you're walking that narrow road, stay focused on the Most High. The enemy will use the light to get a higher off your mind. I see why Moses.
Let some more people chime in and then we'll be ready to do this.
Right. We're going to come at you today, family. The name of this class is After Those Days.
After Those Days.
I'm not trying to miss that kingdom. I'm working on my own salvation. Staying ready to lead. Get that crown from Yeshua.
That's what it's about, family. We got to get these stumbling blocks out the way.
Blocks around me. I'm about joy and love. I don't need no stumbling blocks around me.
I don't need.
I command evil and wickedness to flee.
Wickedness got to get up out of here.
Evil and wickedness
to flee from me. All praises, man.
All praises, all
That's
praises,
what we want. We want evil
praises.
to flee from amongst Israel, man. And the way we do that is to get rid of the stumbling blocks that we have in Israel, man. So one of the stumbling blocks we got, the name of this class is After Those Days.
After Those Days.
One of the stumbling blocks we have in front of us right now is our people believing that they are up under a new covenant of Christ. So,
and we're going to show you, according to the Bible, the new covenant according to the Most High.
According to the Most High, man.
Because they're, the nonsense has got to stop, fam. There's too many people that's coming up with these false ideas about stuff, and it's all in the book. And if you're not reading the book or spending time in the book, you're going to miss a lot of the most important, everything is important in it, whether it be the truth or the lie. So we learn to discern between the truth and the lie. It's the same thing that's been done all the way around, but we have to understand is that our God is constantly testing us.
That's right. And to you brothers, you know what I'm saying, catering to these women ain't going to get us to the kingdom.
It's not.
Just to make them feel good and make them feel good. I mean, look, it is what it is. Isaiah 3:12 say, our children are our princes and women rule over them. And they have caused our children and our nation to err.
Carl.
Therefore, it's going to take us to stand up. Tell them what's wrong. That's
Sure.
not just because we telling them what's wrong don't mean we're against our sisters. No, we not.
No.
You know what I'm saying? We just telling them that it's time for them to fall back.
Right, and in the nation that is that's predominantly female leading that nation, it's not going to stand.
It's going to be destroyed.
And that's the thing that we've been facing, and we're still facing to this very day, is that our women must take the back seat, the passenger seat, and let the men lead like we're supposed to. And our brothers, we got to step up and lead. We got to pull our pants up, tighten our belt up, tuck our shirt in, and get ready to get dirt up to our elbows on some real work. Because the real work is the truth. The real work is of the Most High, and we haven't been doing it. But the thing is that there's a lot of delusion about the new covenant and all that. So the Most High is going to make it plain and clear about what his new covenant is and what it consists of. Let's get John 8:32 out.
John 8.
and what it consists of and what we as a nation should be doing. And this is what's happening a lot. Like my brother said on the last live video he did when he said, the campers are the reason why there's so much division in Israel. That's a fact. Because all of them so-called claim that they're serving this deity, Yahweh Shai or Jesus, but yet none of them can come together. And whenever they do, it's still bickering and arguing. And everybody trying to pull rank on each other. I mean, there's no rank system with the nonsense. The Most High is the only rank system. So what we have to do as a people, we really have to get an understanding on what's going on with us as a nation. All right. So let's bring that out.
The book of John, chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth.
And ye shall what?
And ye shall know the truth.
So we're giving you the absolute truth, brothers and sisters. Read.
And the truth shall make you free.
What's going to make you free?
And the truth shall make you free.
So the only freedom you're going to have is knowing the truth of your identity and your God. That's the only thing that matters. Your identity and your God. Or it should be the other way around. You should know who your God is and your identity. But you can't discover your God if you don't have your identity to discover your God. So we have to know our identity and our God. And we're making it plain and clear on every class that we've done, the truth of who you are and your God. Your God is singular. It's no add-in or homeboy shout-out, none of that.
No Batman and Robin.
Right. The Most High is alone by itself. Let's read Jeremiah 31.
31.
Yeah. And we're going to start at 31 through 34.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 31.
The name of this class is After Those Days. That's the key phrase to remember. After those days.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 31. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel.
Read that again,
Behold, the days come, saith the Lord.
Have those days came? The Most High said, behold, the days come. This is something that's still coming. Read.
That I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel.
A new what?
A new covenant with the house of Israel.
So the Most High said that after, and though the day is coming, that he's going to make a new covenant with you. It hasn't happened yet. Read on.
And with the house of Judah.
Read.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand, bringing them out of the land of Egypt.
So not according to that covenant that he made with Israel during the day, because what did he do? He only dealt with Moses. The laws and commandments were inscribed on tablets, and Moses presented them to the people. That was the thing that was done. Read on,
Which my covenant they break.
Which what?
Which my covenant they break.
Read on.
Although I was an husband unto them, saith the Lord.
So they broke the Most High's covenant that he made when he married unto us in Exodus 24. Okay? So we this knowledge is simple in the book, but y'all are not putting it together.
But just like I said, that covenant was put on tablets. It was given to one person. It was given to our forefather Moses.
Correct.
Okay? 33. But this shall be a covenant that I will make with the house of Israel.
Read.
After those days.
Do we read that again?
But this shall be a covenant that I make with the house of Israel. After those days.
The key phrase is after those days. Read on.
Saith the Lord.
Read.
I will put my law in their inward parts.
You will do what?
I will put my law in their inward parts.
Read on.
And write it in their hearts.
So has this happened today, or are we still out here teaching our people about the law that they have rejected, the God that they have rejected? Has this already happened? It hasn't, because if it had happened, we wouldn't be on this platform today speaking to you today about this.
If the laws was in your heart, we wouldn't have to teach it to you.
Correct.
Now, like my brother said earlier, before we even turned the video on, he said, are our children being born with the commandments in their heart? Correct.
Are they born with the spirit of the Most High on them, flying around the room and all kinds of stuff? Are the nannies really having to chase these babies down to nanny them? No, this hasn't happened yet. Read on out.
And write it in their hearts. And will be their God.
Will be what?
And will be their God.
Singular, their God.
So it has nothing to do with Christ.
Correct. Nothing to do with this deity in the book. Read.
And they shall be my people.
Read on.
And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor.
So according to what the Most High said in Jeremiah 33, that he was going to write his law on their inward parts and write them on their hearts.
Which is your mind.
Read that again out.
It says, and they shall teach no more every man his neighbor.
So we're teaching you right now about the truth that you have missed. That's why this is still happening.
And every man his brother, saying, know the Lord.
Know who?
Know the Lord.
So y'all don't know the Lord because everybody out there's talking about Yahushua Christ crucified.
And we still out here teaching.
Correct.
For they shall all know.
For they what?
They shall all
You
know.
don't know right now. You're rejecting the ones that's telling you that.
We still have brothers and sisters out there that do not know who they are according to the scriptures.
Correct.
So how are we up under a new covenant?
And don't know they supposed to be serving the Most High God.
They shall all know me.
Read on.
For the least of them unto the greatest of them,
Read.
saith the Lord.
So the least to the greatest are you going to know him. Read on.
For I will forgive their iniquities, and I will remember them. I remember their sin no more.
So we're still in the sin. Your sin hadn't been forgotten because we're still getting shot down in the streets. We're still at the bottom of society, and we're still the last one that's kicking up the bucket.
That's right.
Come on, family. This is directly in your face, but our people are not being taught this because you got unlearned leaders.
That's right.
Trying to lead you. That's why I said the blind leading the blind.
blind.
Y'all are blind.
Now, through this whole scripture, he's telling you that now we're not denying that it will be a new covenant.
Correct, but it hasn't happened yet.
But the prophecies are still being fulfilled.
Correct.
Therefore, he said, after the days of the prophecies being fulfilled, I will put it in your inner parts and in your heart.
That's why after those days, you're living those days right now.
Now, what else did he say? After I put it in your heart, we ain't going to have to go on the streets and teach each other no more.
And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know the Lord.
So we not going to have to go out there and teach our brothers about the Most High God because they're going to already know. Read on, Doc. Read on again.
For they shall all know me.
They shall what?
They shall all know me.
Do all our people know who the Most High God is? No. Read on.
From the least of them.
From the who?
From the least of them.
From the least of our people to what?
Unto the greatest of them.
Unto the greatest of our people. Read on.
Saith the Lord.
Said who?
Saith the Lord.
And we all know the Lord is God.
For I will forgive their iniquity.
That's when he's going to forgive our iniquities. Have we been judged for our sins yet?
No.
No. Read on.
And I will remember their sins no more.
So therefore, when it's written on our hearts, he ain't going to remember our sins no more. We're not going to be going through the curses anymore.
Correct.
So how are we up under a new covenant right now?
Because it hasn't happened. Y'all have to come to trueness on this instead of listening to this line.
That's why this class is called After Those Days.
Let's get Hebrew 4 and 10.
Let's break it out.
But we got to get this straight, family. Our God has made, he told us straight out what he would do. He even told you that he's doing a lot of other stuff in the book that ain't nobody pointing out. But we're going to point it out to you today.
That's right. The book of Hebrews, chapter 4, verse 10.
Read.
For he that is entered into his rest.
I'm sorry. Yeah, 4 verse 10. Yeah.
For he that is entered into his rest.
He that is entered into the rest, God's rest, read.
He also has ceased from his own work.
So he done stopped working from his own work because now he's resting in the Most High God. Read on.
As God did.
As who?
As God did.
As who did?
As God did.
Not as Yahushua?
As God did.
Jesus?
As God did.
Read on.
From his.
So as the Most High God did, so shall you do. This is what he's doing. We're not at rest right now. We're out here working our ass off to get our people to come back to our God. Come back to the truth.
Come on.
That's what we're out here doing. We ain't resting right now.
Come on.
We out here telling our people crying aloud, as it said. Read verse 11. Right?
That's right. Hold on. Come on. That's right. Verse 11. Let us labor, therefore, to enter into that rest.
Let us what?
Let us labor, therefore, to enter into that rest.
That's what we're doing now. We're laboring to enter into that rest because once he redeems us, we can rest. We can't rest, family, when we're out here knowing our people are bugged out in the mind, that they got our women bugged out in the mind, they got our children bugged out in the mind, and those that are trying to lead us, they are bugged out in the mind.
Lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief.
As he did what?
Lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief.
Unbelief is the same as disobedience. Disobedience to the Most High God and unbelief of him.
For the word of God is quick.
For the what?
For the word of God is quick.
Read.
And powerful.
Read on.
And sharper than any two-edged sword.
So anytime these brothers hear this truth and they jump and run because we don't speak about that Yahushua character, we don't add them into nothing with the Most High God because they're wicked. That's why this word is telling you it's sharper than two-edged sword. How sharp is it, Doc? Read.
Piercing even to the dividing assured of soul and spirit.
So it's so sharp that it's dividing your soul and your spirit. Read.
And of the joints and marrow.
The bones and your marrow in your bones. Read.
And a discern of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
So it gives you it discerns your mind, it discerns your heart, it discerns everything about you. It's going to cause you to examine yourself.
Come.
And if you're not examining yourself, you're failing the whole part of the test that the Most High is doing to you.
That's right. That's right. Bring it out, Al.
We got to examine ourselves, to put away the nonsense. Stop trying to point your finger at somebody else and realize you got 3 fingers pointing back at you.
That's right.
We got to get this right, family. We're not in the days of playing and pleasure.
After those days, man.
After those days,
Yes.
we're living those days. You want to know what's coming next? It's going to be more hell than a little bit finna be thrown down on this place.
We ain't even close to after those days.
Correct. We're going through those days.
right now.
Right now as we speak. You know, so we really got to stop with the nonsense. Read on out.
Oh, keep going.
Yeah, 13.
13. Neither is there any creature that is not manifest in his sight.
What he said is that there's nothing that's hidden from the Most High God's sight. Read on.
But all things are naked and open
But
unto
what?
but all things are naked and open unto the eyes of him whom we have to do.
And to whom we must give an account to. So according to Ecclesiastes 12 and 14, the Most High God will bring everything into judgment, whether it be good or whether it be evil, whether it be righteous or wicked. That's what he's telling you right there. He's quoting again what was said in the law. But we want to reject it? Okay, so you can just keep trying it if you want to. Isaiah 42 and 6. We're going to read 6 through 9. But we as a nation got to understand that the new covenant has not yet been established. So stop saying that, new covenant ministries. Y'all leading a lot of people in the hell. You're getting yourself dealt with on a whole nother level of ball of the fire that's going to really wax your ass. Because he said that you're going to be thrown into darkness in darkness.
That's right. Bring it out, Al.
I guess y'all missed that part too. You already lost. So you don't have the light, which is the laws. And so when he turned the lights out on this planet, you're going to be stuck in darkness and your wandering ass going to wander right into the lake of fire.
Come on.
Period.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 6.
Read.
I, the Lord, have called thee in righteousness.
The Most High God did what?
I, the Lord, have called thee in righteousness.
Read.
And will hold thine hand.
Read on.
And will keep thee.
We'll do what?
And will keep thee.
So our God is keeping us as long as we're keeping him. Read on.
And give thee for a covenant of the people.
Give the what?
For a covenant of the people.
This hadn't yet happened. Read.
For a light of the Gentiles.
So we've seen very spark and few of this when a lot of Gentiles are saying that you are the children of the book. That you are the true Israelites.
All
in the
Gentiles
book.
are not walking around here knowing that we are
Correct.
God's chosen, man.
Everybody ain't walking around here talking about all praises to the Most High God when you walk around the corner and they see you.
Come.
They ain't bowing down like they're supposed to be whenever they see you. They ain't doing that. The new covenant is not in effect yet. Get it overstood and plain and clear overstanding.
If the new covenant was in effect, we wouldn't even have to be on here telling y'all about
Correct.
this.
Correct. It makes it plain and clear.
Because it would be in your heart.
Read on, now.
To open the blind eyes.
To do what?
To open the blind eyes.
That's why he said he's in Isaiah going to bring the blind by a way they know not, and paths they have not known nor heard.
To bring out the prisoners from the prison.
Read.
And them that sit in darkness out of prison house.
So when does this happen? Our brothers are still getting locked up. They're not releasing them. They're not releasing them out of fear of the Most High God. Our brothers and sisters are still locked up today, still haven't been attacked and assaulted. Where's your new covenant at when it hadn't happened yet?
That's right.
After those days is the key phrase. You're living those days right now, family.
Right. I am the Lord.
Read on.
That is my name.
Read.
And my glory will I not give to another.
And then what else?
Neither my praise to graven images.
So your Yahushua and your Jesus, nonsense. Nonsense. Most High telling you straight out. There's an image, an idol, who changed the truth of God into a lie.
Romans 1 and 25.
And they laid open the book of the law and sought to paint their own image in their own likeness.
Who turned the truth into a lie and having us serving the creature more than the creator.
Got to get it straight out. Paul told you, but y'all still want to be Paulians. Isaiah 54 and 10 out. No, read 9 out. Read 9 on that.
53 and 9?
Isaiah 42 and 9.
Verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass.
The former things have come to pass. The truth that it was spoken about that you're going to hear again today, this is happening today as well as a lot of other things. Read.
And the new things do I declare.
And what does he declare?
Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
Before they what?
Before they spring forth, I tell you of them.
So the Most High told you before everything else spring forth, he's told you about it. He told you about the signs in the sky. He told you about the wars, the rumors of wars. He told you about his watchmen that he's going to send loose. He didn't say I was sending prophets. He said I was sending watchmen in the latter days.
Fishermen.
Fishermen. So everybody that's out there claiming themselves to be prophets, know that you line up when it says many false prophets will appear in those times.
There you go.
All of this lines up perfectly. But the things that y'all don't want to line up with is the Most High God. You think he got to conform to you. Wrong. Again. Isaiah 54:10.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 10.
Read.
For the mountains shall depart, and the hills be removed.
Has this happened yet? Has the mountains departed and the hills removed yet? Read, Doc.
But my kindness shall not depart from thee, neither shall the covenant of my peace be removed.
So his covenant of his peace hadn't been placed yet because the mountains have not departed and the hills been removed.
Said the Lord.
Said who?
Said the
So
Lord
we're still dealing with the Most High God of Israel. Read.
that have mercy on thee.
So our God has mercy on us. That's who we're dealing with. That's who. None of this has happened yet. So this is clarity of your lost idea when y'all talking. We under the new covenant. The new covenant is more celestial than it is physical.
That new covenant. That thing you that's just so you could do what you want to.
Right.
You new covenant folks. Oh, you want to stay continue blend in with these other nations. You see what I'm saying? But the true prophet only came for the lost sheep of Israel because we are the light.
Correct.
The light has to be turned on before we can go and teach any Gentile.
And didn't it say the laws is a lamp, is a light to my soul?
So I don't know. We killing that. You're not bringing the Gentiles into the fold. This is only for the Negroes.
So if you're not shining with the truth of the Most High God, the Gentiles are going to be lost anyway because they're going to be in the darkness just like you.
That's
gonna
right.
Be in the darkness.
That's right. That's right. That's
if
why
you putting something before your God, your ass is in the dark.
That's why we got to go back to this. This is
You're gonna be in
the
the
new
dark.
covenant is going to take us back here. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, verse 6. For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy
The
God.
new covenant will bring you back there. Read.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Read on.
Above all people. Above all people.
Some.
Above all people.
A few.
Above all people.
Read.
That are upon the face of the earth.
So are we above anybody today?
Huh.
Are we looked at and revered as kings and princesses of the Most High God? The sons of the Most High God? No.
No, not at all, y'all.
But they know who we are. You're just the ones that keep rejecting what you are. Let's grab Jeremiah 32 and 40 out. But we got to get this understanding. It's the same covenant. It just hasn't been enhanced yet.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 32, verse 40.
We're going to read through 42.
I will make an everlasting covenant with them.
The Most High said he's going to do what?
And I will make an everlasting covenant with them.
So it's the same covenant from Exodus. Read.
That I will not turn away from them.
Now, he turned away from us in Exodus. Read, didn't he?
To do them good.
So he's not going to turn away from you anymore. Read.
To do them good.
Are we doing good today? All right. Do we have neighborhoods with black-owned stores? We got stores with black-owned fabrics and stuff in them? No.
Yeah. Are our children walking the streets safe?
Right.
Not worried about.
You turn on the TV and it's all black shows about education? No.
Whitewashed down? Are we being whitewashed down? Are our people still afraid to drive in their cars because at any time they could be pulled over?
Driving while being black?
Yeah, I mean, come on, this is still going on. We still in those days.
In those days is what you're living. Read on, all right?
But I will put my fear in their hearts.
So you don't have to fear the Most High God. That's why you're still doing
What
the
is
silly
the fear,
things
though?
that you're doing. What is the fear?
To fear God and keep his commandments.
Right.
So he's going to put his commandments in our heart.
He said the wisdom, the fear is the beginning of wisdom. And a lot of you ain't wise enough to even fear your God.
I will put my fear in their heart that they shall not depart from me.
That they should what?
That they shall not depart from me.
So today you've departed from him because you have Yahweh Shai blessing Jesus in your
Psalms 106 and 27. What did it say out?
They forgot about God.
They forgot about who?
They forgot about God, their Savior.
Which done great things in Egypt. Verse 41. Ye, I will rejoice over them to do them good.
The Most High said he's going to rejoice over you, Israel. Read.
And I will plant them in this land assuredly. What's that?
Assuredly.
Assuredly. With my whole heart.
With his what?
With my whole heart.
Read.
And with my whole soul.
So you just have a piece of the soul now. He said he's going to put his whole heart and his whole soul in you. So you ain't going to never depart from him. Read on now.
For thus says the Lord.
Read.
like as I have brought all this great evil upon this people.
He did what?
For thus says the Lord, like as I have brought all this great evil upon this people,
So you know who brought the evil on you. Read.
so will I bring upon them all the good that I have promised them.
So we're not in the good that he has promised us.
That is
Also
after
another
those
after
days.
those days.
After
family.
those days.
You know, you're not in after those days. You're living those days. Y'all got to realize that it's in the book. It's all for you to get the understanding of it, but they want to reject it. And don't reject the truth. It is what it is. Ezekiel 37:26-28.
Ezekiel 37.
But it's all in there. But we're not being taught this, and our people don't want to hear about it. They want that nonsense. Read on.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, verse 26. Moreover, will I make a covenant of peace with them.
What?
A covenant of peace with them.
We're not at peace. We're being hunted. He said, "Your life shall hang. You shall have no assurance of thy life day or night."
It shall be an everlasting covenant with them.
What kind of covenant?
An everlasting covenant with them.
Never end. Read.
And I will place them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore.
So is the sanctuary of the Most High God in the midst of us right now, or are we missing some shit?
Bring it out.
We missing a lot.
Who got the Ark of the Covenant, please?
Right,
so
where's
we
the
can
Ark of
find
the
you.
Covenant? Because that's his sanctuary. When we had his sanctuary, we had the Ark of the Covenant with us, in the amongst of us. Because we were the only people that could go near it. You see what I'm saying? Read verse
My
27.
tabernacle also shall be with them.
We don't have his tabernacle. We're not walking around with the Ark of the Covenant setting up a tabernacle for the Most High God's Ark. We don't have that. We're not under the new covenant yet,
Because
family.
it's after
Those days. That's the thing they keep missing. After those days.
Yea, I will be their God, and they shall be my people.
Again, the Most High God is saying, I, singular, will be your God, and you, singular, will be
This
his people.
next verse is crucial.
Read.
Verse 28. And the heathen.
And who?
And the heathen.
Read again.
And the heathen.
And the heathen is say.
Shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel.
Does what?
And the heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel.
So the heathen don't know that the Most High is sanctified Israel because they're still talking against you. They're still calling you niggas, porch monkeys, spook,
African
American, Afro-American, all this nonsense colored.
When my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them evermore.
So we don't have the sanctuary of the Most High. We don't have the Ark of the Covenant in the midst of us.
Because when is it coming?
After those days. You're living those days, family. This is fact.
I'm just saying, man. We just saying.
We're just showing you the facts because I'm sick and tired of hearing people with that. They're new covenant, Hebrews 10.
And then they'll holler new covenant, grace and peace, grace and peace. Where is we getting any grace?
Where is
we getting any peace in this kingdom?
You got to worry about your children getting snatched walking from your house to the store right on the block? Come on, man.
Is that grace and peace? Our brother's still locked up in the penitentiary. Is that grace and peace?
You go into a church, you got to worry about some crazy ass white boy busting in there shooting up everybody.
Is that grace and peace?
Y'all supposed to be serving the Most High God, but you serving they got a demon you serving, sending a demon servant to do some services on your ass. Hebrews 8:10 now. But the Most High said, he tells you that his sanctuary shall be in the midst of Israel forevermore.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 8, verse 10. For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days.
What did he say he's going to do in that covenant?
Saith the Lord.
Said who?
Saith the Lord.
Read on.
I will put my laws in their mind.
He's going to put what?
I will put my laws in their mind.
So if he put his laws in your mind, you're not going to have Yahweh shall bless. You're not going to have in the name of Jesus coming out your mouth.
And you will not have to be taught.
Correct. Read on.
And will write them in their hearts.
Read.
And I will be to them a God, and they shall be my people.
So the Most High is steadily telling you that he's going to write this in your minds and your hearts. You're not going to have to teach your neighbors. Nobody's not going to know the Most High God. They're going to live righteously according to his laws. That's why he said I'm going to put my laws within them. Right now, we just have them in our books, and that's why we're steadily teaching our people, and we're steadily bringing it out.
We're not going to even need this.
Correct, because you'll be able to recite whole chapters at will.
After those days.
After those days. Hebrews 10 and 16.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 16. This is the covenant that I will make with them after those days, saith the Lord.
Said who?
Saith the Lord.
So after those days, these days that we are living right now, family, read.
I will put my laws in their heart, and in their minds will I write them.
So the Most High is telling you where it's all going to be. He's telling you where it's all going to be. It's going to be instantly within you. Grab verse 25.
And their sins and iniquities will I remember no more.
So the Most High is going to clean you up.
Have we been judged?
Have we went through the fire yet?
No.
So obviously you're still filthy, you're still dirty, and you still hadn't been judged.
So we in those days.
So you're living those days. Get verse 25 out.
Verse 25. Not forsaking the assembly of ourselves.
Not what?
Not forsaking the assembly of ourselves
That's why it
together.
says in Zephaniah, gather yourselves together, O nation not desired. Now our people already, they don't desire to be with each other because the other brothers contain knowledge they don't have. So that's envy and strife.
As the manner of some is,
Read.
but exhorting one another.
But doing what?
Exhorting one another.
Making sure that my brother has the same knowledge I have plus.
And so much the more as ye see the day approaching.
So we see that day approaching. That's why we're constantly telling our people, come back to your God, come back to your God. Gather together with your brothers. Share your knowledge. Ask your question. Get clarity on the things you don't know and the things you don't readily understand. Get with a brother that knows that. This brother knows that. I know that. We got to get that knowledge. Isaiah 59:21, huh?
What's that?
Isaiah 59 and
21.
But after those days is when the new covenant will be in effect, and it's not going to be anything newer other than enhancing the original covenant.
It's just going to be in your minds and in your heart.
Right. It's going to be.
You're not going to have to read about it. You're not going to have to be taught about it. It's going to be the same commandments, the same laws.
Same commandments.
God
the
is
same
not
laws,
changing
the
his
same
laws.
God. He's just going to make it easier for your asses to keep it so he don't have to spank your asses no more.
Isaiah 59.
59 and 21.
Isaiah 59.
Because we as a nation, we got to come back to our God. We got to wake up to this truth, and the truth is what it is.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 21. As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord.
This is the Most High telling you straight out. This is the covenant that I made with them, saith the Lord.
My spirit that is upon thee.
Now we know in 2 Corinthians 2:16, he says that I will walk in them. Is he walking amongst us now in that heavy force like he talking about then? No.
And my words which I have put in thy mouth.
Now a lot of our people are still out there speaking Yahweh shall bless. So how are they speaking the words of the Most High God, like myself and my brother here?
Shall not depart out of thy mouth.
So what?
Shall not depart out of thy mouth.
We walk into a room, they be like, don't say nothing about the Bible to I'm one of them niggas.
Nor out of the mouth of thy seed.
So our seed should have this. Our seed don't know this, read.
Nor out of the mouth of our seed.
So our seed don't know this. So we're still showing you facts that you're not under the new covenant.
Saith the Lord.
Said who?
Saith the Lord.
So until this happens, you're still living those days.
From henceforth and forever.
So you're not living after those days. You're living those days right now. Get the understanding. You're living the pre-days before the after those days. This is the moment and the time that you are in right now. You're not living after those days because we're not ruling the nation. We're not in rulership. We're not teaching our children the right way. You still got packs of faggots running around raping people.
But we up under the new covenant. But we still have homosexuals.
Right, got brothers calling themselves gods and all that. Oh, I'm a god, the woman is a god. Really?
Yeah, come on, man. We not up under the new covenant, man. Not yet.
Oh, she made that baby. Really? Tell her to show me the complete formula to make the growth of a baby start manifesting. Because that's some powerful shit.
Now we finna put the cherry on the cake. We finna put the topping on this cake because we finna get on up out of here because we got another class we got to bring out. But Matthew 5 and 17.
Read that.
This is your prophet that... This is your so-called Jesus, but the prophet who you said has brought you this new covenant. Let's hear what he has to say. The book of Matthew chapter 5 verse 17.
Read.
Think not.
He said what?
Think not.
Think not. That means don't.
That I am come to destroy the law.
He said don't think that I come to destroy the law.
Or the prophets.
Or anything that the prophets have said.
I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
So the fulfillment that he came and told you, he warned you about going against your God.
And
Israel.
what also is he fulfilling? This is also, let's bring that out. This is what he fulfilling. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 18 verse 18.
Read.
I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren.
The Most High said what?
I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren,
Read on.
like unto thee,
Like what?
like unto thee,
So my brother, just like my brother said in here,
and I will put my words in his mouth,
now he's going to speak his own words.
and I will put my words in his mouth,
So the prophet the brother that he sent was speaking the Most High's word.
and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
No, just some of the things.
All that I shall command him.
So the brother that he sent was doing exactly what he said he was doing.
So he said he will not destroy it all but to fulfill.
So
fulfill
he came
what?
and spoke everything that the Most High God
To
said for him
fulfill
to
what?
say.
That when God wrote in the law that he was coming, that was fulfilled.
Correct.
That doesn't mean everything was fulfilled.
That
He just
just means he
fulfilled his
fulfilled
part
facts.
of the prophecy.
And that he was coming to warn you, Israel, of the things that you were doing. Same thing we're doing today, warning you.
But let's see what else he had to say. For verily I say unto you, Israel, till heaven and earth pass.
To what?
Till heaven and earth pass.
So we're still on the same earth that we've been knowing for the last 30, 40 years that we've all been in existence, or 50, 60 years, however old you are.
One jot or one tittle shall in no wise,
And what?
in no wise,
Escape?
in no wise
All right.
pass from the law till all is fulfilled.
So what till?
Till all is fulfilled.
So all hadn't been fulfilled yet. We're still living right now in the very moments before
Have we even
we're
went in,
living
have we even
those
went in the
days.
wilderness yet?
Have we been in the wilderness?
No, so you know all has not been fulfilled.
Has the lights went out?
All hasn't been fulfilled.
Has the dead been risen?
All hasn't been fulfilled.
So you're living those days. It's not after those days yet.
Now to you Negroes that's teaching that we in the new covenant, whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments
Really?
and shall teach men so,
So you're teaching them to break the commandments and you're teaching others to do so.
he shall be called least into the kingdom of heaven.
That means that you won't even be present.
But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven.
I don't know, but I want my God to look at me with favor than to look at me with an angry eyeball. Because there's a lot of brothers going to face that angry eyeball.
Yeah, because you out here teaching your people lies just to, you know what I'm saying, bro? That's
After those days.
After
family,
those days.
After those days.
After
The
those
only
days.
way the new covenant is going to be installed and exampled is after the days that we're living now. We're presently living after those days. If you can receive that in the higher overstanding.
That's right. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13.
Bring that up.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
So after everything that's been said and done, been read out the book,
Fear God.
the same thing that we've been saying to you from the beginning.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
For what?
For this is the whole duty of every Israelite man, woman, and child.
So if you ever want to see after those days, you better be keeping his commandments today.
For God shall bring every work into judgment.
For who will?
For God shall bring every work into
No,
judgment.
I thought they said Yahweh shall.
For God shall bring every work into judgment.
Read on.
Has that been done yet?
Has that been done?
So we still in those days. With every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Everything, family, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
And with that, man,
we say, long live the King. All praise to the
Shalom.
Most High God of Israel. Shalom, family.
all right, Israel.